Okay. So to start with, really nice. You're just going to come down either cross-legged or on your knees, or if you want to sit on a chair, you can sit in a chair for this one. And you're going to take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. And with my back, I'm going to squeeze my back out, bring my back up. So it's a bit like doing a cat-cow. I'm doing it seated. So those people who are at computers or sitting quite a bit, this is a really nice opener. So you're inhaling. As you exhale, come back into the stretch. Push your chest out. Pushing out. And then in. And try and extend that movement. So you can really come back and then coming forward and pushing your chest out. And just explore that movement with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring yourself back down. You're going to pop one hand on the mat and you're going to reach over, look up to the ceiling, other hand on the mat. And up and over, one hand on the mat. So this is called dynamic stretching because we're moving under the stretch and we're lengthening our muscles at the same time. A static stretch is when you're holding your stretch for a longer time, say 6 seconds. But this is good when we're just starting off. So now start to hold for a little bit longer and look up towards the ceiling. Come down, place your hands. And then you can extend this slightly. You sweep this hand through and then you come across. You've got more of a spinal twist. So you can put your hands on your knee and twist round. And then this hand, come and touch your other knee and twist. And up to your other knee, a little twist. There's a twisting movement. It doesn't want to feel wrong in your back. It wants to feel quite nice, opening out and down. And these are really good for anyone that's really stuck at the computer or not moving as much as you normally would. And take it to the other side. So one hand's on the knee. I'm twisting round and then coming through to tap that knee, opening and closing. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just bring it back to center and come back to those cat-cows. So pushing your back out and coming in. Good. Okay, so you're going to bring your knees across. So you're here, and you're just going to take your knees from side to side. So for some of you, this is going to feel quite easy. So if it is, you can reach up at the side. So you come to the side, reach up, and you'll feel it down the front of your legs. So this is mobilizing your hips. So you've got an internal and an external rotation. And then you can develop this further. Come over and you sweep and you come up and you should feel a really nice stretch. So I sweep, really nice stretch all the way down my side. So inhale. As you exhale, sweep up. Just keep to the pushing up. We're just trying to mobilize those hips. Brilliant. Take it back down and you're still in that zigzag position and you're going to fold over one leg. I'm doing it a bit quicker, as you can see, to the middle, and then you have twist to the side. So my legs are still zigzag. Lift my body up and I come over this knee. Feel it in my glute. And then come to the center and fold in. And then twist around, put my hands on my foot and my knee and look up and around. So use your breath. Inhale and fold down. Let yourself stay down there. You can reach forward as well. Coming up. Bring center, you can reach forward. You might feel more comfortable by holding onto your legs. And just go with that movement. So we're trying to move our body within all the different planes of movement. Forward, back, side to side, and twisting. So one more go on this side and then we'll change over. So you want to try and deepen into the stretch as much as you can. Twisting round. Okay, so it comes to the other side. So you just bring your legs over. You're following that leg coming down. You can reach, come into the middle, either reach or support yourself, and then you'll twist. So you're trying to explore the movement for your body. With stretching, everyone feels it slightly different because we have different muscles shortening and lengthening in different ways. Using that breath. So inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and we're letting our body slow down a little bit. And then one more. Coming down to the center. That's it. Okay, so we're going to come on all fours. You're going to bring one, you can come down and up. So I'm on all fours, my fingertips coming to my temple. I'm opening up my back, and then I'm coming down. So as you come down, you can tap here, or you can come right down, up and over. So it's up to you on the range of movement. You might find you're quite happy with just this movement here. It might be, you're like, oh no, I can take the elbow through my other arm. So this is mobilizing the upper part of your spine. That's it. And try and open up even more. So when you come up, try and reach up. Always bring your hands all the way up to open. And you always bring your hand all the way to stretch through. So first level is elbow. And then you start to lengthen even more. And as you stretch through, your opposite shoulder can come onto the floor, and you'll feel more of a stretch in your spine. So I'm staying on the same side, and I'm starting to develop this stretch. Taking it through, my shoulder can come down to the floor. I can push on this supporting hand over, feel more of a stretch in my back. Just do one more, then we'll switch sides. If that feels too much, you just keep that bent elbow and take it to the other side. So you're starting on your all fours. Bent elbow to start with, coming up and down. So small movements to start with. And then like the other side, keep that bent elbow coming down and through. Try and focus on your breath. So you're inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. And then as you feel ready to, you open up that hand and then squeeze through. So try and have one movement as an inhale and one movement as an exhale. And try and soften the movement. So it shouldn't feel too jerky. It should feel nice and fluid. And again, explore it to where it feels for you, feels good for you. That's it. Just one more there. And then we'll bring it into a cat-cow. So into your all fours, and you're going to squeeze that back up and sink it down. Squeeze the back up and sink it down. So my tailbone's trying to point up towards the ceiling, and then I'm trying to tuck my tailbone under. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to take it into a neutral spine, and we're going to swish your tailbone side to side. So as if my tailbone is extending into a tail and just swishing side to side, shortening the length of my side. And then you can develop that into a circle. So your tailbone is doing a big circle, go one way and go the other way. That's it. And just take it back to cat-cow. That's it. Then you're going to start to reach your hands forward, keep your hips up and come down. So we're not quite in the child's pose. My knees are still together, but I'm reaching forward and I'm just coming down and just stretching out. Pop your head on the floor and just let yourself relax down there. And as you feel ready, come up and pop your knees out slightly. So you go in child's pose, your head comes down on the floor. So child's pose, my knees are out, my feet are together, my body is in between my knees, and I'm just sinking down there. If that's uncomfortable, you come on your elbows and just take a deep breath in and out. And then you can develop this into movement. So we come to one side, either reach or on your elbows. You come to the center, reach or on your elbows, and then come to the side. So when you come to the side, you can be stretching out the side at the same time as you reach that arm round. And then finish it off in center there. Take a deep breath in and out. And let yourself just lie there for a few seconds, taking that deep breath in and out. And then start to come out of that stretch. So it comes into a frog stretch. So you're coming up and over. Now I have pretty tight hips, so I'm not the best at showing this. So some of you will be able to get your hips, your knees right out and come up and over. Some of you will be quite close, and it's just mobilizing your hips. With this one here. And then we'll take it into a pigeon. And then we'll start on the core. So last dynamic stretch here is our pigeon. So with a pigeon, you start in your front support, you sweep this leg through, and my back leg is going to walk back so I can feel my pigeon. And we're just going to start with the sitting and sink that glute in. Then come down on your elbows. Then come down to the floor if you feel comfortable. And then you bring it back up to elbows, back up to sitting. So we've got movement within the stretch, and you just repeat that. So you go on your elbows, you come to lie, back to elbows. So you're just going with that position. So we're moving the muscle under the stretch. And then come up and change over your legs. So you start in your front support position, sweep through, walk that back leg back, down to your elbows, down to lying, and then we're just moving within the stretch. So after the core, we'll do some core strengthening, and after that we'll do some stretches that are more static when you're lying in them more and developing them. And just ease out and just stretch out as you want to and just twist. So for the core, you could have 2 light weights if you want to. You could have 2 cans if you want to, but it doesn't want to feel too hard. It wants to feel that you can enjoy the movement of the core. I've got my 2 chopped tomatoes here. And to start with, we're just going to start with toe taps, and I'm going to give different modifications for different parts. So to start a toe tap, wiggle your back so you're feeling nice and comfortable. If you want to, you could hold on to something behind you for this, and you're just going to tap down and up. So even people who are quite advanced in the core, this is a really good exercise to do. It brings us back to the beginning. So you're pulling your tummy in, and you're just tapping your feet down so you can feel it in your core. You can raise your hands. Now, if you have a weight, you could put this in your hands here and put it slightly back behind your head, and you'll feel it more in your core. So you're just going to close your eyes. You're going to inhale and exhale, and you're just going to toe tap. Taking a deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in and out. And then you can start to develop this to lengthen your leg away from your body. So it's really slow, so you're really focusing on your core. If you lengthen your leg and it hurts your back, it means you're not quite ready. You just need to stay with the toe tap. If the toe taps are too sore, then you could always keep one foot on the floor, coming down and up. So just staying in the toe taps A little bit more. Tap down, up, engaged. Tap down, up, engage. Nice. Focus on your breath. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And then pop your legs down. Now, those that have weights, you can use weights. There's two options here. You're either going to tap up to your knees, up to here, or come up into a sit-up, or you can use this time to focus on your jackknife. If it hurts your head as you come up, you can place your hands behind your head and put your feet underneath the sofa to help you a little bit as well. So just normal sit-up, coming up and down. It might be this is the position you're at. Pop your hand underneath your head if it is causing any tension. Just practicing that flexion. Those that want to come up, sit tall, slowly down, or your jackknife. Try and lengthen under tension. So you're having to really challenge that stomach. If you're here, give yourself a little break and swap your hands over as well. So we're just trying to get that stomach to work. Just a few more. 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself back up, and then we come back to a toe tap. So we're going to add on an exercise each time. So we're going to come back, and we're just going to do 30 seconds of toe taps here, whichever level you want to do, either extend or tap. Ready, 3, 2, 1. So just 30 seconds here now, toe tapping on your back, pulling that stomach in, making sure your lower back has got contact with the floor. Another 15 seconds. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll go to a sit-up, so ab crunchies. 3, 2, 1. So either your sit-up, holding your head if you need to, or coming up, or jackknife. Another 20 seconds. If this is uncomfortable on your head, just continue for toe taps for this one. Okay, 15 seconds to try and lengthen under tension. And when you're coming up, try and lengthen under tension. So as you're coming down, we're trying to have some tension on there. And then rest off, bringing your legs up, and we're going to go to a dead bug. The dead bug is opposite hand, opposite leg, coming back and up, back and up. So you can hold 2 weights, but we're going nice and slow. To make it easier, you shorten the lever. So it's opposite hand, opposite leg. If it goes wrong, don't worry. If it's same arm, same leg, it's fine. So keep your back pressed down towards the floor so your stomach is engaged. Same leg. So, and keep going there. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to ease off that core and just come into a glute bridge. So you're squeezing here. Now, if you have got weights, I've got my cams, you can pulse because you can put pressure on that weight. Or you might just want to hold the glute bridge here. Feel it in your glutes. That's it. And squeeze and pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. And then you're just going to tilt your hips up, come up into your bridge and hold, and then come down. So we've got mobilization for your back. So my tailbone lifts up, I come up and squeeze my glutes, and then I lower down. So I lift my tailbone up, squeeze my glutes. I can put pressure down against my hips for tension as I come up, and then lower down. Squeezing those glutes. And then lower down. Nice. Taking it back into a tabletop. So this time you're going to bring your arms up and you're going to tap your opposite knee and then you're going to lengthen like a dead bug, but you're staying one side. So I'm tapping my opposite knee and then I'm lengthening under tension. So I come in, tap this knee and lengthen. If that feels too much, then you bring your toe tap in. And then try the other side. So I tap my knee, and the hand is up. Tap my knee and lengthen. Tap my knee and lengthen. So if you've got weights, you could do this with weights as well. So keep going, go 4 each side. So 4 lengthening each side. Drive that back into the floor. Shorten the lever if you need to. So it's slow and steady and it's really focusing on your core. So keep switching around. So it's opposite hand to opposite leg. Really gentle core. And then have a go, same leg, same arm. Same leg, same arm. Same leg, same arm. Again, if it hurts your back, make sure you're shortening that lever. And again, 4 each side. So one side moving. And we're trying to move our core in lots of different ways. So another set on each side, just 4 on each side. You can be holding a dumbbell or a weight or a can if you want to. Drive that lower back in so it's not starting to arch off the floor. That's it. So I'm on my last 4 now. That's it. And then bring down. Ooh. Okay, we're going to do one more line here for a stomach. So it's going to be sit up and a heel tap. Sit up. So my sit up is really small. It's hardly any. And I'm reaching out, reaching around to tap my heels. You can always use your cans. Or if it hurts your head, you put your hands underneath your head and you stay one side for 4. And then you go to the other side for 4. So you're trying to get movement side to side. So it's a lateral movement. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back into your bridge. Come up. And so now start to squeeze your knees out. If you have got a band, you can quickly whack the bands on if you want to. So I'm pushing my knees out, but I'm driving my hips up at the same time. And this is going to stimulate my glutes. We're going to stay here for a minute. So if you have got bands and you want to put your bands on, so you've got more resistance, feel free. So taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, drive those hips up. When you need to, you come down and you rest. And then you come up again, and then you squeeze. So my knees are just pulsing out, and hopefully you can feel that in your glutes. Each glute wants to feel it's working as hard as each other. My tailbone is trying to point up towards the crease in my knees. That's it. Got another 30 seconds. So come down if you need to, and then come back up. And then we're going to go into a side plank. Another 15 seconds. So drive up, squeeze those knees out, feel it in your glutes. Come down when you need to. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest off. Just give your body a little bit of a hug, a bit of a rock. Go side to side. Okay, so we're going to come onto a side. You might want to put a cushion underneath your elbow here. And you might want a can or a weight. So level 1, you'll need to be on your knees. Level 2, you're extending. Level 3, you're coming full. First exercise, we won't have the rotation, we're going to have a hip dip. So you're just going to come down and dip and up. Now you might find you can only say do 1 or 2 each side, and then you need to switch sides. So my hips are coming down and up. You can also put your hands on the floor if you need to. That's it. And then switch sides when you need to. So keep switching sides. I'm going to time it for another minute. So to make it harder, it would say doing 8 to 10 dips. You can lengthen as well. That's it. So you're dipping down, so you're not quite at the floor, and then you're driving your hips up. Keep switching round. Got 45 seconds left. If it feels too hard, do 1, then rest, then 1, then rest. But this is a really good one for your lower back, for your QL. Last 20 seconds. If you're not even, you can always carry on afterwards. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then staying with side plank. We're going to stay on one side, and then you're going to rotate up and down. If you need to, you rest after each one, or you lengthen again, or you add in a dumbbell. Okay, so we're going to go for 45 seconds. So start when you're ready. So you're keeping a straight arm. I'm nice and controlled as I come down, nice and controlled as I come up. I'm following with my eye. So I've got the rotation of my whole body. So my upper shoulder is falling down with it. So it's rotating up and down. So when you need to stop to take a break, do so. Just got another 20 seconds on this side. Drive those hips up. If it's hurting your shoulder, then you just support yourself and you take out the rotation. 10 seconds left. Taking it up and down. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Change over. That's it. And then the other side. 3, 2, 1. Same again. So you've got your rotation, or your lengthening, or your fill. So really good exercise for strengthening that lower back and tightening the waist. And you do it without a can, with a can, with the weights, and those that have got dumbbells, you'll feel that it really adds to it. Squeezing up and slowly down. That's it. Okay, we've got another 20 seconds. So top down to rest if you need to. And then come down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, 2 more core exercises. Sit up to pass through and a plank. So sit up to pass through with a can or weight. You're coming up and you're passing through. If you can't rise, then use the can like this, or put your feet underneath. So one leg is coming up, and just go as much as you can. We're going to go for a minute. Off we go. So those who want to make it harder, you can lengthen and have it as a half jackknife, or you concentrate on the sit up and the pass through. If anyone's struggling to come up, just do less movement. That's it. Okay, another 20 seconds. Then we're going to go into a plank, and then we're going to stretch. Just squeeze that stomach. Drive your lower back into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, into a plank. Those that want to make this into a dynamic plank, feel free. So with your plank, you can either be on your knees or full. If anyone wants to put in a weight and go dynamic, then feel free. Okay, we're going for a minute. Off we go. So level 1, you're modified. Your tailbone is pointing down towards the crease in your knees. And when you're ready, you come up to plank, set, and then you come back down again. So you're not staying up for very long. Those are quite happy in the plank, you can hold for longer. And those that are going dynamic, you don't have to have a weight. You can come from your elbows and you can twist and open. But you always want to keep that set in the plank. You want to always try and come back to that plank position so you're in there for at least a couple of seconds. Holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest off. Nice. Done. Stretch. Okay, first stretch. It would be handy if you did have a band or a t-shirt or a jumper or something that you could use. And then start with a hamstring to start with, just a hamstring stretch coming out in front of you, taking a deep breath in. So if you have got a towel, if you run into the kitchen and get a tea towel or something nice and hygienic, and you just put it around your leg, you're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So nice softening, close your eyes, inhale and exhale. So as you exhale now, you're going to put more tension on that leg. You're going to pull that foot towards you, lengthen your hamstring. So inhale, as you exhale, pull that foot towards you, either with the band or with your hand. Inhale. As you exhale, increase the tension. And again, inhale, increase the tension. And switch leg. So your legs out in front of you. Pop a band round if you need to. And just hold it there to start with for the stretch. Before we try and increase too much tension. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, on the exhale, you're going to create tension. So you're going to pull a bit more. So inhale. As you exhale, increase the tension, increase the stretch. As you inhale, release. Exhale, increase the tension. And release. One more. Inhale, increase the tension. And then release. Bringing your feet up together. I'm going to do the same with inhale and exhale. So our elbows are getting in there to inside the legs. You can bring your body closer if you wish. Inhale and exhale. Push your elbows into your legs. Increase the tension. And release. Inhale and exhale. See if you can exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And again, inhale and increase that tension. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice. Come on to all fours. You're going to do your quads. So we'll do this standing up from a quad position. Pop a cushion underneath your knee, and you're going to feel the stretch at the front of your quad. You might need to use something for your to grab your foot, and you're coming forward. So inhale, as you exhale, try and drive that hip forward, going that way. And inhale and exhale, pull your foot up. So leave that leg down there, bring the other leg forward, and you're going to come forward now to feel the hip flexor here. So you could push on your lower back, Inhale, and then just start to sink in. Bring your hand up and take your hand back into the stretch. Come out of the stretch and then bring your hand over and you'll feel a different stretch. So you're just going to move in between, coming back. So you've got a slight backward bend, coming to center, and then twisting to the side. You can also hold on to something with the other hand if you need to. So you've got a slight backward bend, and then a stretch up and over. Just do that once more. Coming back, and then stretch up and over and away. And then we're going to develop this again, and we're going to bring this foot up here, and I'm going to have a hamstring stretch and come forward. I'm going to move my mat so you can see a bit better. So I've got a hamstring, can come down, and then I bring two hands down in line. Then a nice stretch here and here. So hamstring, and then coming down. And you can also push that knee away from your body, opening your hips. So one more. And you can always see if you can get that elbow down towards the floor. That stretch there. Okay, the other side. So starting with your quad stretch. Mine was here. So quad stretch to start with. Holding onto something if you need to. Working that leg there. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And again, deep inhale and exhale. One side might feel stiffer than the other. Inhale and exhale. Just hold that there. And then release. Take that leg forward. Feel it in your hip flexor. And we'll do the same as we did again. So we've got backward movement, center, and then I'm moving side away. Come to center, slight backward movement, so my hip flexors having a really good stretch for my psoas. And then up and over. If you feel unstable, make sure you're holding on to something so you don't fall over. And again, use that inhale and that exhale. That's it. One more. Bring it back and forward, and then bring it back down. Your hands down by your legs, and then squeezing back for your hamstring. When you were down here, you can push that leg away, the knee away, to open up your hips. And squeezing it back. And if you can, see if you can bring your elbows. No way I can do it on this side. Down to the floor, but some of you might feel you can. And you just let your body move and stretch. That's it. And from here, you can get rid of your cushion, and you're just going to come back to the cat-cow using your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking into your front support, sweeping through for your pigeon, walking that leg back. And this time you just lie down, you pop your head in the floor, or you stay up halfway and you sink and you just breathe and you relax. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and develop that stretch a little bit more, either coming up to sitting or staying lying down, and then we'll switch legs. So sweep through, wiggle that back leg back to deepen into the stretch, wherever you're comfortable. Take it to. So you can come down your elbows, you might come down to lie. Taking a deep breath in and out. Taking a deep breath in and out. So we're focusing on our bottom, the inside of our leg, the glutes. Try and increase that stretch a little bit more. And we'll come to sitting to increase again. And then we're going to come sweep through, lie onto your back. Give yourself a little rock on your back. And then we'll come into a spinal twist. But you're just going to lie in your spinal twist on one side. And you're just going to focus on your breath. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale. Let your body just start to relax into the stretch. Try and increase that stretch on that side a little bit more. And one more breath on that side. Deep inhale. And long, relaxed exhale. You might want to guide your knee up. Take it into a tuck. And then come to the other side. So coming to the other side. If it stiffens your back up by staying for one side too long, then just go side to side. Take a deep inhale. And slowly release the exhale. You want to put your hands in your top hips, try and increase the stretch a little bit more. And then we're going to put a bit more movement. We're just going to go side to side. So you go side to the center and side. Bring it into a tuck and just rock. And then you're going to lengthen into a pencil stretch. You're going to stretch your body, tips of your toes, tips of your fingers, and you're going to hold that stretch, and then you're going to relax. Let your body relax into the floor. And once again, stretch. So from the tips of your fingers, tips of your toes, take a deep breath in, hold that stretch. Hold the breath, slowly exhale, and let yourself relax. And just let yourself lie here. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your hands down to your sides or onto your stomach. And just have a few deep breaths in. And let your breath out. Deep breath in, fill your body with your breath. And let your breath travel through your body to release any tension. Just take a moment now. As you inhale, to scan your body for any tension, any tightness. And as you exhale, focus your breath on that part of your body and just let it release and relax. Let your breath soften. Let your body soften and just melt into the floor. Just the last minute. Allow yourself this time. Let your breath exhale from the top of your head and release your muscles through your face, your jaw, your shoulders, your back, your hips, your pelvic floor, your legs, all the way to your toes. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. When you're ready, bring yourself up into a tuck and rock yourself back and forth. And then from you're ready from there, bring yourself up to a seated position. And we'll just finish how we started by stretching to the sides. And mobilizing your shoulders. So just stretch yourself side to side, mobilize your shoulders, and bring it back as you need to. That's it. Take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, bring yourself up. Let your hips come up so you're in forward fold. Let yourself hang there slowly, and slowly you come up to standing. Your head being the last thing to rise. Bring your shoulders up and back. And then you're done. Might want to have a little twist. Nice. That's done.